Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Watch your words turn to dust as we forget, as we move on. But still, I refuse to let you slip away. Don't be so serious. 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 Don't be so serious.
All right. Alright, so I guess we should start reading. Seems like the only thing to do. Alright, so data. No, actually, we should read the mail because I've avoided this. I have. So this is a later one. So let's start from the beginning. So we have George Button. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at Way Station. Feels better somehow. And I read this one. Okay, so this one. This one's new. How's the baby doing, Sam? I hope you haven't managed to avoid autotoxemia altogether. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Getting better and better, I imagine. Or maybe you don't really care about that stuff. Well, in case you do, I thought I might give you a quick primer since I know it can be confusing. Oh, You mean these? Oh yeah, that's not story time. No, 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 no.
Submit.
This is story time. This is story time. All this is story time. that's the lore dump I need to read. I'm just going through my emails right now. So, yeah. It's gonna be a fun night. Alright, so Bridges has developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance. And it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge link, and miscellaneous. Obviously, you should the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5. If you ask me though, you should prioritize cargo condition. I mean, what's the point of lugging something halfway across the continent if it's smashed to bits in the process? Sure, some people aren't all that bothered, Some will even let you get away with up to 50% damage. But come on, imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs and half of them were delivered broken. No, it's definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care and respect, and you'll be rewarded with way more likes, trust me. Also, hey Zeg. That was my motto back when I was a porter. It wasn't always easy, as you can imagine, but sometimes things got dicey. But I learned to hang in there and deliver my cargo in one piece. You do well to bear that in mind, Sam. After all, you've got the potential to be way better porter than I ever was. You still just hanging around, or you hunting now, bud? Whew. Sam, how you doing out there? For a newbie, you're quite the workhorse, huh? Timefall's probably taking a toll on your equipment, am I right? Maybe some of your kit's not even usable anymore. Well, don't jump the gun and throw that stuff away just yet. Ah, okay. One thing you can do is take your old equipment to a delivery terminal and recycle it. Then you can fabricate yourself a shiny new whatever to use instead. Don't know if you're aware, but the whole recycling system is operated by Bridget Strand Foundation. That's right, the president herself set it up as a means to convert busted tools and gear back into usable resources. On the other hand, if your equipment is only halfway to broke but you still want to part ways, you could use a share locker to donate it to another porter whose need is greater than yours. You may well end up getting a like or two for your generosity. Never mind the warm fuzzy feeling of having helped your fellow man. Of course, the system works both ways, meaning you can snag stuff other porters have put in the share lockers too. If you're the one who could do the helping hand. Anyway, both the recycling system and the share lockers have their uses, and it's up to you to pick which method best suits your needs. And again, any given moment, you've still got a lot to turn on. Okay, so what I'm noticing with these emails is they're like tutorials. So let me see. Just deliver stuff. Okay, so I can ignore this. So yeah, I can ignore this. Bridge links. I know what that is. Ignore these. Okay, so yeah, these are just like tutorials. Okay, so now these are more interesting. Alright, so yeah, I remember this old guy. He says, "You still out here fighting the good fight, kiddo? Tip my hat to you for that. And for bringing such an old curmudgeon his medicine. I'm doing a whole lot better for it, much obliged. So in exchange for signing a contract with Bridges, I get meds and supplies delivered to my doorstep. That's no different from the deal I had with Fragile Express. And while I may not have full use of this here network of yours, I can access the weather data and news I need to make my life easier than before. All that without my having to join the UCA, so what incentive is there to do so?" So he has a point. this is Peter. Wait a minute, what? My dear Sam Bridges, it is an honor to make your acquaintance. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Peter Englert. After hearing so much about you, all good, I hasten to add. I simply cannot resist the urge to initiate a correspondence. My request is such a great import that I dare entrust it to the man who delivers. My sister, bless her heart, has been feeling under the weather, and I fear there's only one thing that might restore her color to her cheeks. Pizza. I wonder if it might be so kind as to collect some from Lake Knot City and deliver it to our humble abode. I am more than aware of the gravity and urgency of your westward journey, but if you can find it in your heart to squeeze us in, I would be ever so grateful. Oh, and my dear sister, something of a ham lover. Please bear that in mind when you decide to oblige me. So, actually pizza deliveries. Like straight up pizza deliveries now. Okay, I see you, game. Okay. Alright, got the engineer. I know it can't be easy out there on your own, Sam, but we need you to stay strong. I've started on a few experiments with the Devo Evo unit you brought me. So far, things are going pretty well. I'm not quite at the stage where I can perfectly recreate objects, but I suspect that's only because the Chiral network's coverage is still limited. The more places you bring online, the better my results. Most likely, anyway. I'll be submitting regular reports on my progress of bridges. Rest assured, I'll keep at it. Incidentally, I've taken an interest with the Odradek lately. These days, people tend to associate them with BBs or think them as BT detectors. But they were originally designed as more of an all-purpose scanners for the detection of people and various objects. Seems they've undergone quite a few changes over the years. Okay, that's interesting. By all accounts, many of the original features were cut at some point. One such feature would allow users to project holograms, which could be pretty useful, and another would utilize chiral connections to reconstruct past data for present-day applications. Well, that's actually really neat. I don't believe these features are lost forever, though. If we keep expanding the network, someone's bound to take the initiative and create new and improved versions of them. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. Oh, so that's cool. The little clacker thing could be used for holograms and stuff like that. That's really neat. Alright, last one before we get the big plot. Okay, let me see if I can, let me skim through this. Okay, no, yeah, this is more, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Okay, so now, let me just get rid of these. Wow, it's a lot of tips. That's a lot of tips. Alright. Interviews. Oof. Oof, boy. Alright, you ready, chat? That's a good emote. Oh, see, hey, so you remember that? Yeah, I was talking about the other day. So I'm not crazy. And there it is. It's Marnie. Alright, so let's start with this one. Who Die Hard Man? When? 2 years ago. Where? Bridges HQ. Okay, Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system. But things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seem to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be a part of the process, so laws were put in place, and we stepped back into the picture again. Then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got caught up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought on a whole new disorder, delivery dependence syndrome they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying. Okay, so that's why there's no drones or planes. Okay. Which meant that we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into mules we know and love today. Okay, so that's interesting. Like, the delivery dependent system is really interesting. Like, people would just basically get high up the fact that, hey, I'm delivering your packages, you know? I mean, it's creepy as fuck. Wait a minute. Was I bamboozled? Give me a moment, real quick. I think I was bamboozled. Yeah. I've been bamboozled. I thought I had channel points. Huh. Interesting. I thought wrong. Oops. Whatever, I guess. Alright. Second one. This one's significantly shorter. So, Who Die Hard Man went 5 years ago. Okay, so this one was 2 years. Oh, okay, so no, I wasn't in the beta. But I got an email today about them, so I was confused. Okay, so this was 2 years ago. Oh, interesting. This was 5 years. Okay, so war and famine have been inescapable parts of human life since the rise of our species. And while the fall of America hasn't changed this fundamental truth, it's fair to say that these issues aren't pressing concerns. War and famine? Okay, sure. Can you remember the last time you heard of a prepper dying of starvation? Much less someone in a not city? No one's fighting over water or oil or anything else. Which isn't to say that people don't occasionally run out of supplies. But that's almost never because of a real shortage. It's usually a problem with logistics. In fact, it was to address such problems that the president created bridges and developed the cattle network. So yeah, no one's that desperate. Everybody's got enough for themselves, which is what led to the real problem. It's all too easy for people to become isolated from one another, and eventually forget that others even exist. People are free to live for themselves for the moment without a care for the future. The president understood this better than anyone, and I know just how much it pained her. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. You can just isolate yourself and not give a fuck, you know? Like, forget the world exists and you'll be fine. So I don't think it's a big deal, the fact that people aren't communicating, but I can see why it is also. You know, I see the goods and the bads. This is a year and some months ago. It's called the Cairo Network Experiments between Central and Capital. But there's two of these. No yellow though. Madam President, this will be your new office from today. Okay, so this is for the president. Oh, sorry about that. The relocation of your official residence has also been completed, and the entire medical team has been brought along as well. Rest assured that information regarding this move has been shared on a need-to-know basis only. I understand that, following the loss of New York, you wish to direct the reconstruction efforts from Central, not City. But in light of recent separatist activity on the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. Separatists. So I'm gonna assume it's people against bridges. We will see to it that people continue to believe you are in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and delivery systems management have all been covertly transferred here to Capital, not City. We are doing our utmost to expedite testing of the Cairo network link between Central and Capital, while not neglecting your immediate medical needs, of course. This will be the base of our operations for the next stage in the fight to rebuild America. And it continues saying, Madam President, I'm happy to report that the trial run was a success. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or other irregularities. The Cupid functioned within acceptable parameters as well. There's still a ton of work to do. Chiral holograms, chiral printing, and data recovery have yet to be proven viable. But the confirmation that data can be sent via the Cairo network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step will be to use Cupids to establish connections with other cities. Preparations for the second expedition are already underway. We're still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be giving his new command. Okay, so that's a little bit before they find me. Hey, Toon Link. Decided to have a chill day today, and this is basically lore dump. Nothing but lore. So I'm trying to get through these. Yeah, not like they are. No, it's fine. Like, I just noticed it. Nice. Alright, so we got mules and local porters. When people hear mule, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. Lucky for us, not all couriers are predisposed to this condition. Not all mules, in fact. There were professionals once, and some still are. Some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Fragile Express has been known to use them, along with independent porters. For those at risk losing it, they say the only way to stave off the syndrome is to join a distro organization with strong leadership and support to help keep you on the straight and narrow. Or you can strike out on your own. But that's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation for being bulletproof. Yeah, I just noticed it myself too. Okay, let me change that song. I'm not a fan of it. I'm running out of songs, man. I'm not even through my first few interviews. Holy shit. Alright. Okay. Like secrete oxytocin. 4 years ago. Okay. Before the stranding, the whole world was connected. There were networks, social networks, we called them. Oof. Social network, okay. The people used to communicate all the time. They shared all sorts of stuff through them. A random thought, a pretty picture, a home movie, you name it. And if you liked something that someone else had uploaded, you let them know by giving them, well, a like. Sounds weird, I know, but that's the truth. Eventually, someone ran tests on the users of these networks and discovered that receiving a like triggered a rush of oxytocin. The theory was that it stemmed from a sense of being acknowledged, even though you couldn't see the person you were interacting with. It still felt like okay, I'm sorry, I can't not laugh. It still felt like that they were accepting you, praising you, and who wouldn't like that? But that same process is at the heart of the mule phenomenon. It's believed that an overdependence on the oxytocin rush provided by these kinds of interactions is a factor in porters going rogue. With this in mind, it wouldn't be wrong to characterize mules as oxytocin addicts. In essence, they're social animals at the mercy of validation. Okay, so I feel I should define the word oxytocin for those who don't know. So let me. There it is. So. Oh. So it says. No. I'm just more confused. Okay, so me, what is? I'm just confused. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna read this off Google. Oxytocin is normally produced in the hypothalamus and released by the posterior pituitary. It plays a role in social bonding, sexual reproduction, childbirth, and the period after childbirth. This helps with birth, bonding, and the baby. So basically, makes you it gets you, it makes you feel good. Basically, and because people don't see each other much, and they were depending on, you know, drones and stuff. Once people started actually going out and doing the thing, it became like drugs. Okay, so I guess that kind of explains the likes. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Ooh, okay. So this is something I kind of want to know more about. Bridge babies, the BBs. So it says, who journey to the beach may attempt to return in its body to its body in this world. It was hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of this phenomenon that was difficult to deny. This is why it's imperative that we burn the bodies of the dead. The body must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey the world beyond. Oh shit. Go take care of that, Zeg. The Mario Princess Beach clip? What? I have not seen that clip. You can link it if you want, because I am interested. Is it for... Oh, it's from this game. Oh! Yeah, I heard that they say the words Mario and... Yeah. I haven't come upon it yet, though. It's Chiral Symmetry. Oh my goodness. There's a ton of fucking lore, and I haven't even... Oh my god, okay. Apartment. 3 years ago. The word chiral comes from the Greek kair, okay, meaning hand. Compare your left with your right. Okay, listen to right down. They seem similar in both size and shape. Yes? Now, face your palms away from you and place one hand over the other. Their shapes do not overlap exactly, but place your palms together and voila, a match. It's as if one hand is a mirror image of the other. But again, if you were to actually compare the mirror image of your hand to itself, we would see that the two are not identical. This is the essence of chirality, the state in which the mirror image of a shape does not match the original. It has been theorized that BTs are mirror images of ourselves, where we do exist in the same point in time and space as our shapes, as it were, would not overlap neatly onto one another, save in reflection. And when our particles meet their opposites, a void out occurs. The new form of communication we have devised utilizes beaches, which are akin to mirrors, reflecting this world and the other, hence the term chiral network. Shit. Chiralium. This is fucking something. You would like to know more about chiralium, right? Well, wouldn't we all? I am happy to present the latest theories, but you must be aware that this is all that they are theories. Game theories. Okay. Chiralium, like dark matter, was born along with our universe and has existed ever since. Just not in a dimension we were able to perceive. Until now, it is the beach that gives us access to that dimension, and with it, knowledge of chiralium's existence. Not just knowledge of it, of course. We have since observed it coalescing into crystalline form and recorded measurable physical and mental effects on our individuals exposed to it. It has reshaped our understanding of reality and proven instrumental in the formulation of the multiverse theory of beaches. Chiral matter is not affected by the passage of time. As far as these particles are concerned, none has elapsed since the Big Bang. Little wonder they escaped our notice for so long, until man and BT first came together in Void Out and left nothing but chiralium in their wake. Many of these claims are yet to be verified, but I believe this is a fair summary of the scientific community's current consensus on the matter. No pun intended. I shall soon be heading west with the first expedition, and I look forward to learning more about chiralium and its connection to the beach along the way. Oh. Hmm. 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 Right. Right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's, I don't know, man. Wow. 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 That's a lot of reading. Alright. Chiral contamination is the result of prolonged exposure to chiral radiation, which is emitted by chiralium, a substance discovered at the same time as the beach. Prolonged exposure can significantly impact physical and mental health. The effects are not dissimilar from those observed in individuals exposed to extremely high levels of stress, levels which can be fatal even. Such traumatic experiences can alter hormonal secretions, impair immune response, contribute to heart failure, and induce strokes. The most common symptom of chiral contamination is poor sleep quality, due to vivid nightmares. If left unchecked, however, it can quickly progress a more advanced stage in which the aforementioned issues may be observed. The potential impact on an individual's mental health cannot be understated. The result of hormonal imbalances frequently lead to heightened destructive impulses towards the self and others. Those dominated by such urges are named homo demons, the mad ones. In the case of some porters, such as mules, impaired memory and judgment has led them to develop an irrational obsession with their profession, hence the homo gestalt moniker. While it should be feasible and preferable for most individuals to avoid chiral contamination at all costs, there are those with a demonstrated resistance who need not be so cautious. I speak, of course, of doom sufferers. Dooms. I wonder what dooms really is. So yeah, before I continue reading, I'm gonna take some water. And how you been to like haven't talked to you in a bit. Your people? You mean the homo demons? Or the dooms? Also, Zeg, how you break your tooth, man? Did you like hit yourself, or did you try biting a wall? I mean, I wasn't wrong. The pretzel can be a wall. Alright, let's read this real quick and then talk more to chat. Chiral contamination can be alleviated using similar methods to those used to alleviate stress, increasing oxytocin secretion through contact with other people, administering smart drugs, and so forth. In recent years, however, a hormone dubbed lyxin, known to mitigate the effects of chiral contamination while also restoring basic physical and mental, I'm going to say, acuity, has attracted a great deal of attention from the scientific community. Unlike oxytocin, lyxin cannot be administered externally. It is secreted within the body, but only in response to external stimuli. It is said to be the hormone principally responsible for the positive feelings that occur when one achieves a goal, enjoys success, receives praise or gratitude, or any other form of like from a fellow human being. You're in pain? Um, ice? Does that work? I don't know. No? Okay. Then I don't know. I can't help you there, friend. Oh, just breathing hurts? Oh my. Then, ooh, that's gonna be. I guess you're gonna have to wait it out for tomorrow, man, so you can go to the dentist. Because I don't think there's much you can do, especially at 2 in the morning. You're right. Money. That's right. Forgot we lived in America. Alright, friend. Alright. Looks like that's perfect opportunity to read another one. This long one. Okay. The discovery of beaches and the concept of death. With the discovery of the beach, the fundamental truth of death was upended. I doubt you will find many who could deny this. Alas, we can say little with confidence in any objective or scientific capacity, for our understanding of this new realm remains in its infancy and is ever evolving. Much like our understanding of the universe as a whole, perhaps the closest thing we have to a working explanation of the beach relates to the conception of a multiverse. But I digress. The beach is arguably both a concept and a reality. A discrete beach is influenced by the mind of the associated individual, and therefore linked to them irrevocably. I think that's a word. This is why we have so energetically pursued the attempt to create a unified theory of the Death Stranding, the beach, and the related phenomena. There was a fad a while back in which subjects underwent counseling in order to learn more about their beaches, and in so doing gain a greater understanding of the nature of death. Doom sufferers, in particular, provided an excellent opportunities for study. Sorry. An interesting theoretical question arose during that period. If a person's beach was a product of their consciousness, might animals have beaches as well? A conundrum on the surface, perhaps, but one quickly resolved. Only human corpses undergo necrosis and become BTs, which proves somewhat conclusively that only a human can possess a beach. And yet this begs another question. If all that is required is a consciousness akin that of a human, could an AI have a beach? An android? I, for one, do not believe so. Why? Because the function of our beaches is to connect the worlds of living and the dead. If an entity was never born, has not truly lived, and will never know death, surely it cannot have a beach. Okay. Saying a bunch of nonsense. That's fine. It seems a rather significant breakthrough has been achieved back at headquarters. They've successfully integrated an Evil Devil unit into a chiroprinter. In case you're not familiar with the term Evil Devil, it refers to evolutionary developmental biology. Your genes, mouse genes, dinosaur genes, the genes of every living thing are virtually identical. And yet we develop into such a radically different organisms. Thus, a question arises. Why did such disparate life arise from the self-same building blocks? Evil Devo was a field study that sought to solve that mystery, to lay bare the secrets of evolution. Before the advent of Evil Devo, it was thought that in order to reconstruct a dinosaur, we would require a sample of its DNA. However, thanks to this technology's ability to extrapolate it from existing data, we could, with the correct stimulus, grow a dinosaur from the DNA of any living organism. We could, in essence, recreate the process by which dinosaurs evolved from primeval life forms. An Evil unit applies these same principles to the problem of information and object reconstruction. With the help of the chiral network, we may take incomplete data and indeed incomplete objects and reproduce their complete forms. This data can then be fed to a chiral printer, et voila, partial data yields finished product. The tech isn't viable for everyday use yet, but when it is, it'll be of incalculable benefit to our research and bring our reconstruction efforts forward by a matter of decades. This was about a year ago. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. Egyptian mummies, pyramids, etc. At what point can it be said that man truly understood what it meant to die? It would seem reasonable to suggest that it was when he began to bury his dead, a practice which originated in the Netherlands. No, Neanderthals, my bad. In a way, one might say that our growing understanding of death drove drove our development as a species. I think your message cut off there, Zeg, when you were 8 and you're ready for it. Oh, never mind. I understood. It took me a bit. God damn it. Our fear of it, our attempts to conquer it. Why, it could be argued, our entire history revolves around these obsessions. Take the great pyramids of Egypt, or the tombs of the ancient emperors of China. The more powerful the person, the bigger and grander their final resting place. Or, to posit a more radical theory, could the very concepts of power and society themselves have emerged solely to facilitate the creation of such monuments, such challenges to the finality of death? Either way, in leaving behind something they hoped might endure through the ages, the builders of these edifices believed that they too might live on forever. The mummies of the Egyptians are another means by which man sought to fulfill this desire to escape the finality of death. They were created that the spiritual self, the Ka, would have a physical vessel, or Ha, to which it could return. Wow, that's a word. The Soku Shinbutsu, or mummified monks of Buddhism, are similar in this respect. However, the monks in question aim to transition straight from life to Buddhahood. In other words, to forego death altogether. Also, I didn't butcher that word. I'm pretty proud of myself. But now that the beach has brought us into direct contact with the world beyond, our relationship with death must further evolve. The next stage in our understanding is upon us. I'm gonna go right into this one. The corals of the sea. Life began in the oceans as it evolved, if graduated to the land. At least, this is what was believed until recently. To creatures of the sea, the land is a harsh and unforgiving place. Given this, what could possibly have compelled these organisms to take such a drastic transition? Consider that fossils of the first fish to adapt themselves to land have been found in regions with unusually large tidal range. Could it be that these creatures developed legs in order to move more swiftly, return to the safety of the sea when stranded? Hey, that's actually a really interesting question. That's actually a really interesting question. Huh. Huh. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, like, what that could mean. Like, what if evolution was just fucking coincidental? Like, what if? You know? Could the evolutionary leap have been triggered by this traumatic experience? If so, could similar circumstances have shaped the evolution of the coral-like organism that inhabit the sea, and driven them to develop an ability to live between life and death, between time and timelessness? Coral is, after all, older than any organism of the land, and hardly enough to have weathered the mass extinction of 540 million years ago, and it is a life form upon which many other organisms rely for survival. Bearing all this in mind, one could argue that the ability to survive in the sea is indicative of a profound evolutionary leap. You're pissed you didn't get horns? But dude, think about it. The fact that, I don't know, fuck. My goodness. 2.4 million years ago, Homo habilis started to craft stone tools. Hands are so very important, don't you think? Our other sensory organs passively interpret data. Our eyes light, our ears sound, our noses smell, our mouths taste. But hands are different. To touch requires conscious action. To grasp, more so. To connect that which is in our left hand with that which is in our right hand, still more. And the handprints we see when BTs seek out humans, why, I'd say that's just evidence of our otherworldly friends yearning to forge a connection. They're reaching out to us, attempting to bridge the gap between the realm of the dead, and that. Okay, then that's just bullshit. Okay? No. Sir, you're wrong. No. No, that just makes the hands dumb. That just makes the hands dumb and not cool at all. I am unhappy with this. Like, what the hell? Trying to make a connection. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. God damn it. They just, hey, if people are touching you, they just want to make a connection. Don't get touched by people. And more importantly, do not touch people. You heard it from me first. Touching people is bad. Okay, so we got Mama now. So the core infrastructure is complete. Do we care about the chiral network? Do we care to know what it really is? I mean, we should, but... Okay, no, I guess I have to read it. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid ready chiral network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect Central Knot City to Capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be there to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have the network operational inside of 3 years, just as planned. I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting up the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Emily and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with operational Cupids, and that should be that. Heh, heh, heh. Sorry. It's kind of like the Apollo missions back in the day. They used the 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? Well, we're using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. Oh, you have a rough idea? Shoot it, man. Because I want to see someone else make sense of this as much as I am. Alright. It's what the internet evolved to? Huh. Elaborate on that. I'm interested. You've got my attention. While you elaborate, I will read this. In a way, the Chiral network makes use of the beach to allow us to travel through time. What? Excuse me? Through time? Okay. See, sending large amounts of data takes large amounts of time, as you'd expect. But the thing about the beaches is, well, time doesn't pass the same way in them as it does out here. Might not even pass at all. Think about how the light from the stars in the sky we see was produced thousands and thousands of years ago. Routing data through the beach is like jumping to a point earlier in that journey, thereby cutting it shorter. Yeah, yeah. The chiral network is basically the internet. And that kind of explains it, you know? Yeah, just like it says, much shorter, just imagine. Massive amounts of data transferred almost instantaneously. That's what we're trying to achieve with the chiral network, in a nutshell. In theory, the network allows us to reconstruct old data that would otherwise be lost, and to do so with fragmented resources, using what's known as an Evo Devo analysis. We could take the finger bone of a dinosaur, say, and extrapolate from what that not only the dinosaur's form, but its composition, internal, external, and even its thought processes to a degree. Anything's possible with chiral computing. In other words, we won't just be able to reunite a nation, we'll be able to reclaim everything we lost in the Death Stranding. More even, theoretically, we could go back as far as the birth of the planet and beyond, and thanks to the beach, we'll be able to compile all that data in one place, and reduce the processing time for the most complex analysis effectively to zero. So yeah, the chiral network was pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Sorry, I'm reading something real quick. Alright. I know, that's weird. Taking a break from reading to read more stuff. Oh my god, this is gonna fucking kill my voice tomorrow. Alright. Oh, so preppers 2 years ago. When I was a little girl, my father told me that preppers were people who decided long ago that they couldn't trust their nation to be there for them anymore. That the bond between us had grown weak long before the Death Stranding. We once had a network spanning the whole wide world that could send items from anywhere to anywhere and connect anyone with anything. But even still, we were isolated. Still, we were alone. Some liked it that way and even wanted more. They wanted walls. Oh my god. They wanted walls along their borders, wanted to turn away refugees and outsiders. Some even wanted new nations all of their own. They began to see the state as an enemy of their freedom, not a protector of it. The ones most far gone, they didn't trust the country to defend them if something went really wrong. War, terrorism, natural disaster, you name it. So they built shelters and stocked full of supplies in preparation for the worst. And then the worst happened. The Death Stranding. America ceased to exist, and their shelters became their homes, where they would live and they would die. Oh my god. No, man. We're gonna build that fucking wall, and we're gonna make the BTs pay for it. BTs are gonna pay for it. No, that's a pun. We don't deal with puns here. The most pun we get is Norman Reedus and his funky fetus. And that's because I really like that. It's not even a pun, but I just really like it. That's not my joke, by the way. I got it from something else, but it's a really good joke. But while they hadn't prepared to live there forever, which is why they wound up relying on us couriers so heavily. My father and I didn't want to go back to the old America. We didn't want a country that pushed people apart. We wanted one that brought them together, that allowed them to support one another, and that was what we tried to work toward. That's all? Okay. We call these bugs cryptobiotes. Oh no, the ones she eats. Those are weird. They were recorded in reference books and databases back before the Death Stranding, but nobody ever thought to give them a proper classification. So cryptobiotes they stayed. They're named for processes of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. When environmental conditions get too harsh or resources too scarce, cryptobiotes can shut down their metabolic processes and enter an almost death-like state in order to survive. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids are capable of this too, but cryptobiotes are on a whole nother level. They can survive anything and anywhere, even on the beach or in the sea, and they aren't capable of prolonging only their own lives. Humans who eat them acquire a limited resistance to timefall too. You won't find them lying around just anywhere, though. You need to know where to look. Not many people even know they existed until recently, so next to no research has been done. But now that their beneficial properties have been recognized, I'm willing to bet that they'll play an important role in helping us to understand the beach, the Death Stranding, and everything else. So yeah, time bugs, pretty much. Okay, we're almost done. 5 more. Whew. Thought it was gonna be worse. It's only been an hour and 10 minutes of reading. Hooray. It's only been 85 years. It's been about a year now since we came here with the rear guard. The first folks through did us a favor of setting up the carol relay and patching things up before we arrived. So we're doing alright. Not so sure about everyone else though. The folks back home sound kinda freaked out. We don't know what's going on in Central or Capital, let alone how Emily and the others who kept heading west are doing. But something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of the guys have developed some kind of agoraphobia. Like the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. See, I'm trying to be PG, and then this game does this. SMH. See, the distro centers and way stations. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My voice is getting crappy. Where was I? Oh, right. See, the distro centers and way stations around these parts aren't like the ones back east. They're much more isolated, out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world. And there's not a lot of staff on hand either, which means you often have to do the work of 2 guys, which can make it that much lonelier too. And then you factor in the terrorism rumors. Also, is it just me or does it feel like there's more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong. I know they're not out to get us. All they want is our cargo, right? Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our work any easier. Especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters and could run rings around us if they hadn't, you know. Still, for now, the network systems are up and running, and we're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes through with a working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things chugging along. That much we can do for britches and country. Am I right? My goodness. Who? Igor. When? 3 years ago. I volunteered to join Bridges, sign up with my brother Victor. See, we both remembered when America was still America, when we still had planes and satellites, when we were still connected to everyone and everything. The world was different, bigger, and we wanted it back. He was chosen for the first expedition and hit the road damn near straight away. Me, I got told to hang back here in Central, which was okay, I guess. Of course, corpse disposal means taking your fair share of timefall with the line of duty. You get a sense for it after a while, a sixth sense for when the clouds are about to open up. Of course, the clouds themselves are a big tell, and an inverse rainbow is a guarantee you're in for some shit. But there are smaller signs too. Changes in the air, the smell of the wind. When it hits, you got power outages to deal with. As far as I understand, which it ain't all that far. It's due with high concentrations of chiralium causing electromagnetic interference or something, which also interacts with water and kicks up clouds of ozone, which then makes the temperature drop like a rock. Anyway, I may be used to timefall, but that doesn't mean I'm immune to it. Believe me, I'm younger than I look. My big bro would take a lot of pleasure in telling you that if you could see me now. Hey random, I was blowing my nose. How are you? Let me drink some water, cause my voice is getting tired. Alright. Hungry? Oof. I'm hungry too, man. I'm hungry too, but I'm good. Um, Reading, you know, takes a toll on your voice. Been reading for about an hour. Alright, let's continue reading. We're almost done. When I first laid eyes on... Oh, wait, so this is Victor. When I first laid eyes on the lake here at Ground Zero, I was so blown away by the sheer size of it, I never imagined anything could be so huge. This was just after the Death Stranding, and not many people had seen the craters up close yet. Back when I was still living with my parents and my brother on the East Coast, an explosion like nothing the world had seen before tore a gaping hole in the heart of America. There were all kinds of rumors floating around at the time. That it was a meteor, that it was a nuke dropped by another country. I was just a kid, but even I could tell the adults didn't have a clue. So you can imagine how I felt. And then we found out that there had been other explosions, not just here in America, but the world over. By the time we learned there were void outs, and what void outs were, the country was pretty much done. But hey, that was then, and this is now. And things are looking up. I just got told my kid brother's still alive. Word is he's heading up a corpse disposal team in Capital Knot City. Handled the shit well enough to get picked for the second expedition. 3 more years and he'll be out here with me. Can't wait to see him again. Oh, that sucks. Alright, thank you for the lurk, man. Enjoy your food, whatever it is you're having. Make sure to enjoy food for the both of us. finally, the last one for now, because there's still a ton of game to play. Can you eat food, Zeg, with your broken tooth? I mean, if you can, cool, but, you know. Yeah, 2 pretzels. I mean, what do you want to eat? What can you eat? And I'm hungry too, man. Last time I ate was one in the afternoon. It always hurts to be alive, to be fair. Alright, last one, the craftsman. The terrorists have been at it again lately. You heard, right? About how they've been sneaking in and out of cities disguised as fragile express couriers. We'll have another disaster in our hands at this rate. But it's not like we can just cut them out. We need fragile people to keep on doing what they're doing. We rely on those guys for a lot. Though maybe we shouldn't. I hear they're transporting weapons now. Why they'd be so stupid, I can't imagine. Spreading shit around that kills in a world where the dead are ticking BT bombs? Sure, terrorists are a threat, and mules are a royal pain in the ass, but what genius figured escalation was the only way to go when we all know where it leads? We need weapons. No. Tools that can take down the bad guys without killing them. And we need the hardware in circulation gone yesterday. We can't keep folks from dying in accidents or getting sick. We can't keep them from dying, period. But the deaths we can put off, we ought to. Violence isn't just ugly, it's damn near suicidal in this day and age. Which is why I'm looking to just make a bunch of less than lethal gear in hopes that it'll prevent a few idiots from getting themselves and others killed. Alright, so we read all of the interviews I have so far. Just put this song. Yeah, I got 29 likes. Hey. Alright, so let's you know, see what's up. What's this? Okay, so this I have to go do. What's up with that thing? What do you mean for reading? Like if I'm done for reading it? Yeah, I'm done reading. I thought that was gonna take longer. Not even gonna lie. So I guess we should do some deliveries. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes and no. Some likes were for reading, but then other likes were because of the ladders I put down and stuff like that. Because I put a couple of ladders down, if I remember correctly. Let's go see, check on the BB. Let's do this BB. Are you up? Tired now. Man, this thing is weird looking. That's adorable. Oh, is that all? Yeah, he doesn't want to play with me anymore. Oh, that was adorable. Alright, so I guess we could go do some deliveries. Yeah, go do delivery. Actually, no, wait, give me a second. What's this? Oh! Interesting. So I can go back. Okay, interesting. So so I guess I do have some way to play this game by myself. Okay, makes a ton of sense. The IRL internet. What even is the IRL internet anymore? Don't you think at this point IRL and the internet are the same thing?
Scanning bridges ID.
Hey, someone used my generator. And a path I laid down was used by someone.
All weapons will be locked until
Hey!
cargo verified. Thank you.
No, back. Have I placed anything here? Yeah, this is my generator, right? No, that's not mine. Oops, never mind. It's not mine. Hey, have I placed anything? No, huh? I'm just crazy. Someone placed this bridge though. No, so I need to go get something here. Okay. Meal post box. Oh, it's a truck. Oh, it's a truck I left. And then we have the shelter. Okay. So we have to go here. So might as well place a marker. What do you mean? Oh, make delivery. Where does this go? I'm gonna go deliver this pizza, man. Oh, deliver the pizza before it gets cold. I'll take this challenge. Nah, we don't need that.
Make sure you carry pizzas properly at all times. If you do something stupid like turn it on its side, you'll ruin it.
What the fuck you mean? Wait. How am I gonna do this? This is the hardest. What the fuck? Alright, let's offload this. What the fuck? How am I gonna carry this
Order
pizza?
assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
No! I don't get it. Can I recycle the pizza? I don't get it. Huh. I don't get it. Yo, if you have any ideas, now would be the perfect time. There you go. That's how. Alright. Got it. We got it. That pizza's flat on its back. Let's go.
Have a pleasant
Well, I'm
journey.
a genius. Alright, where do I have to go? Here. Where's custom marker D? Oh, it's somewhere. D, there it is. Let's go. What the fuck? Oh. Wait, what do I have on me? Do I have ladders and stuff? Have a PCC, smoke, grenades, and a bowler gun. I should probably bring a gun. I mean, INP. No, I should probably bring a ladder or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I should probably get a ladder. Nah, let's just go for it. Who cares? Okay, we got this. We're smart. What the hell? Do I have to go out this way? Why can't I write this?
Have a pleasant journey.
What? What's going on? Wow, this is the first time I've had this problem. Is this locked too? Right, let's go.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
That way. Yeah, man, no pizza. Alright, let's go deliver this pizza. Oh, this is weird. Whoa! Hey, watch out, Sam. You got pizza on your back, buddy. I'm actually delivering pizza. Nice. If anything, I'll give this game something. It is fucking gorgeous. Like, look at this, man. Okay, I don't like that sound. See, I should have brought a ladder.
How you doing, Sam?
What's this? Come on, really? Did someone just pee here? Is that what this is? Come on. Alright, let's go. Oh my, that's been 5 minutes. Still got a ways to go. Okay, disconnected from the Cairo network. Now I'm all on my own. I swear, man, if we get BTs while trying to deliver this pizza, I'll be so pissed.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Alright. Everything seems fine. I should probably put on my cool glasses. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm the Riddler. Alright. Go this way.
There we go.
Hey, it's the house. We have delivered pizza. And nothing bad happened.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Actually, pizza. I wonder whose pizza is this? Make delivery. Yeah.
Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Those glasses look stupid, man. Got an S for awesome.
Thank you for your continued support. Good work.
Got any orders for me? Nope. Alright. So from here, what should we do? We can go to the shelter. We can go to Craftsman, and then go steal that stuff. So yeah, let's go do that. Let's go to Craftsman. Then we'll go steal this stuff. Craftsman's this way. Only 800 meters away.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sorry. Give me a minute. Alright. Let's continue walking. Man, this game is really good. Like, it might be a walking sim, and I get it. People might hate it. But I think it's really neat. Is this corn?
There we go.
Oh, sandalweed. Oh, that's a bridge. Still got a ways to go. It's a big walking sim. You walk around and hit people with your hammer, man.
Give me a break.
Kinda like in Twitch chat. They get mad if you do that? I mean, who's gonna stop you from doing that to the people who get mad? Just bonk everyone with a hammer. Easy. Become the next Maxwell and get your silver hammer. Oh, I thought that was the other guys. Alright, let's see if he has any deliveries for me to make.
God damn it, man.
I got a like. A path you laid down was used by someone. Nice. What are you laughing about, friend?
Enough already.
Alright.
Beginning scan.
Oh, only one guy lives here. Interesting.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Got any orders for me? Yeah, there you go. 3 orders. To the engineer, to the elder, to Lake Knot City. We going big today. Get all these. Alright, so we do need a ladder. So I'll take one of these. I do need a climbing anchor. Take 2 of these. I have a PCC on me. Take another one. Got a power skeleton. And we got our... But I will take another one just in case. Nah, we're good with this. Okay. Okay, so junk compo. Wow, that's a lot of stuff I need to carry. All right. Okay then. Huh. Alright. Huh. Right. Does it jiggle? right.
Order assigned.
Did I already drop something? That's amazing. Oh my god. It's hitting the wall. It's hitting the... Oh my god, that's amazing. It was hitting the top. It's too big. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's great. Give me a moment. Sorry, got a call. Alright, so I was gonna go steal this, but this is not a good idea. So what we're gonna do is, this is our plan. We're gonna go down here towards this post box, and then wait, let me take this off. So from here, go here. From there, we go up, and then from here, we'll drop down, steal this, and then we'll go here, and we go home. Sounds like a plan. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I just know something's gonna fall. I know. Look at the jiggles. Look at this. Just jiggle physics, man. Forget about... You're gonna hear this here. You're gonna hear this first. Are they singing? Huh. I was gonna say, forget boob physics or boob jiggles. This is where it's at, man.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Box jiggles. You're still one off. Pancakes? Okay, that's a good message.
Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm Sam.
What do you mean I'm tired? I'm not tired, you're tired. Oh, I need to take this to the Elder? Well, lucky you. That's exactly where I'm going. So get up on... Oh my. Can I... Okay, so I need to actually carry this. What? That is packages. That is not pancakes. I've been had. Wow. Sam's carrying a ton of shit right now. down, buddy. Sam? 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 I'm gonna... Where's the elder? That's the elder, right? That's the post box. The elder's up there. What the hell am I gonna do? How am I gonna get up there? Without this crap on me. Oh, this is so gonna be worth it when I fall down. Dude, I'm gonna so fall down. I can just see it. Oh, calm down. Calm down. Alright, use momentum. Use momentum. Use momentum. Alright, we good. We good. We good. God damn. Okay, so let's keep on going. No, 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 no. Calm down.
Whoa. Got the skin on my teeth.
Calm down. So Zeg, if I do fall, I'm gonna need you to clip that because it's probably gonna be funny as hell. I don't know how I'm gonna make it up this mountain.
Drink something, dumbass.
We'll take a break shortly, Norman. Give it a bit more. God damn. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall going up that mountain. I'm gonna lose all my stuff. I just know it.
God damn it.
Alright, so let's take a break. Yeah, let's take a quick break. Massage shoulders. Yeah, my shoulders are stiff. What? If Sam's sleeping, it might be time for you to take a break as well? What's that about? Snooze and soothe. This is the game. This is Death Stranding. Welcome to the beginning of the end. Where you watch. It's a game where you watch Norman Reedus sleep.
No one's home.
The fuck? Is he gonna start saying weird shit? Because if so, I mean, I might just, you know. We'll we'll give it a few more minutes until that bar fills up, and then we'll keep on walking. So how's everyone's night going? I know Zeg just might have broken his tooth because of pretzels. See, that's why you don't trust pretzels. But how's everyone else? Can confirm. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Alright, Sam. Time to wake up. Not resting for today. Alright.
Okay, keep going. Here we go.
Here, you can drink Monster. That's what you want. No. There, drink Monster. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna get up this mountain. No, 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 we good? No, 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 no. God damn it. God damn. I don't think I can climb this.
Don't know what these people would do without me.
I don't think I can climb this. At least not safely. Or give it a bit. Give me a ladder. Let's see. Oh, I wasted the ladder. Fuck. This game's just trolling me, man. I don't think this is the best way for me to climb this mountain. Fucking go. Jump. Jump. No. Okay, no. Let's go back down.
Walked up worse.
Okay, no. This is not gonna work. God damn it, I wanted to use this ladder. Can I just walk up of it? Up it? Walk up, walk up the ladder. Don't fall down! What are you doing? Calm down. Norman, Norman, no, 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 no. Calm down. Norman?
Thirsty.
Oh my god. Norman. Please. Can I really not? Oh my god. Alright, let's rest here. Let's rest here. Alright, yeah, let's rest here because some stuff's going on. God damn. Dude, this is horrible. Alright, equip, put on foot. Perfect. Look at all this piece of shit that's on my back. God damn. I should probably put something on my... So yes, let me put the gun. I cannot attach it to my suit. Alright, I'll put the grenade on my suit. And then put the other grenade on my suit. Very good.
That's good.
Alright, time to keep going up the hill. This does not seem like a good idea, but I'm gonna go for it. Sam. This better give me a ton of likes, because let me tell you something. This is a bitch. Oh, and it's the old man who does not even in the city, man.
Whoa.
Not gonna.
That was close.
Not today.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons.
Yeah, this is the old man who didn't want anything to do with us.
Thank you.
Hey, look, it's Porter's. Oh yeah. Fancy meeting you here. Deliver lost cargo, which is the water. Man,
Delivering cargo.
those sunglasses are funny.
Surprised to see me, son? Don't worry, I'm not dead yet. I'd have checked out long ago if it wasn't for people like you. So I want you to know I'm grateful, even if I don't always come out and say it.
Alright, thank you, friend. Only 100 likes? Fuck off.
Until next time.
Good work.
Never requested cargo. See how many boxes I can get rid of.
Delivering cargo.
Thanks for dropping by again. It's always good to see you. Let's see how's the package.
I swear if he says they're not good.
Wow,
Okay.
this is great. Excellent job, thank you.
That's right, bitch. Yeah, 6% damage makes sense. 30, 19, 6, 10, 10, 20. Only 96? Are you joking? Are you joking?
Until next time.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal.
Are you joking? I mean, I'll take this one. I'm going that way. And I'm going to Lake Knot City, so I'll take these two. Oh, come on. That wasn't even worth it. Oh, no. Oh, I've run out of ammo. I've run out of space. Alright, so let me trade this. Oh my. So let me offload. Offload. Offload the PCC. Offload this. Yeah, the gun can stay. Alright, so back. So what do we really need? We need the anchor. PCCs can go on my hand. My shoulder. These can go to the locker. You can go on my other shoulder. I think we left with more stuff than we got here with. I think. Damn it. Alright. Everything's falling. Everything's falling. I know. Well then. Jenga strats? I mean, you're not wrong. So engineers this way. Should I just follow these guys? These guys know what you're doing.
Restrictions lifted.
Hey, mine's out here. Today's a good day. This one's for you.
Alright. Count don't want anything. I just see I have enough. Alright, so this could be a good idea, or this could be a horrible idea. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's go down this mountain. Where's the other one? Is? No, no. We don't need it. I say as I'm about to fall. If that wasn't a big brain move, I don't know what was.
Legs moving.
Dude, Sam's gonna have an amazing rest once he gets back to the city. he deserves it. Oh, that goes to Lake Knot City? Don't mind if I do. That is not a... This is not a ladder. Oh man, I thought it was a ladder.
Time for a drink. Anyone there?
I love how you can just tell Sam is tired. That way.
Alright. Gotta be a Starbucks around here somewhere.
Starbucks? What?
Chin up, Sam.
Almost there. There you go. That's the package jiggle physics I like. Look at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ridiculous.
I'm starting to cramp up.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
I don't think I fit.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I somehow fit. Alright, make delivery.
Delivering cargo.
Dude, look at all that cargo. Look at all that cargo.
Good to see you. Damn, you carried all this by yourself?
Fuck yeah, I did. That deserves a ton of likes. %. Pristine condition. And I got 100 likes. 5%, okay. It's junk. Doesn't matter. That's it? Really? 85.
Thanks. Until next time.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Fuck you. That's not worth it. What do you want? I'm not gonna take shit to the Elder. I'll take shit. Yeah, I'll take it there. It's fine. I don't need any of these, honestly. I'm gonna just go over the bridge right now. So. That's not worth it. Yeah, alright, confirm. It's not like I've ever. It's not like I already. God damn it. Alright, let's head out. Dude, I'm not gonna say it's upsetting, but come on.
Order assigned.
Thanks again for everything.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright, let's get on that bridge and mosey. PCC. Ah, look at these guys trying to be cool. never catch me, coppers. Easy. We're almost home. We're almost home. $63,000 inhabitants. Neato.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Oh, he made it.
Clear.
Good job,
Weapons
Sam.
detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Welcome to Lake Mount. Keep on keeping Proceed to distribution center.
We made it. We made it safe and sound.
Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright, let's deliver everything. Look at all that, man. Look at all that loot.
Hey, how's it going? Wow, this is way more than we expected.
Of course
Thank
it
you,
is.
Sam.
Give me more than 200 likes. Pristine condition. Except that one. And that one. And that one. And maybe that one too. Okay. 83. 128. See, now this is the type of likes I like seeing. This is some good oxytocin. Look at that, 180. So I can already tell this one's gonna give me significantly less. No, 143 is still good. 45. It's still good. Nine. 19. 6. Oh yeah, this one had a big travel. 3,000 miles. Only 77? Come on. We started good and then we ended up not good.
Until the next delivery, then. Stay safe. Good work.
Dude, Sam needs to take a little chill. Needs, you know, take a rest. Because let me tell you something. That was something else. That's some next level delivery shit. Toodaloo. Hey.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Alright, gonna take a quick shower. See what's up here. Don't look at it, chat. Don't look at it. Don't look at anything. Just look up. Look up. Look up and to the side. Up and to the side. Up and to the side. Pretend nothing's there. Oh, look down. Don't look up. Look down. Don't look down. No. Look to the side.
EX grenade number 0.
Reported. What? How dare you, sir? So I noticed I got some emails. So let's read, and then we'll see what happens there. I like the song. Not gonna lie. This is just tips. Perfect. We don't need no more. There it is. 7 emails. Alright. I must applaud to you on a job exquisitely executed. I am giving to understand that the pizza in question are in impeccable condition. Marvelous. Alas, I must also apologize on behalf of my sister. She was asleep when you arrived, you see. As for myself, I was out and about attending to private matters that demanded my utmost attention. But I am on my way home as I write. I would have very much preferred to thank you face to face. But on this occasion, you will have to forgive me. Hey Sam, you heard the latest rumors out of Capital Knot City? People have been seeing some kind of weird glowing thing up on the rooftops near the isolation ward. It seems it's a car, a part of a human that doesn't turn into a BT. That's what people are saying anyway. Apparently they were common sight back in the old days. Back before the Stranding, I mean. Story goes that there were lost souls wandering around. Is this a ghost? One of my pals tried to go take a closer look, see what's what. But he couldn't find anything. I'm sure you could do better. Put your mind to it though, right? That's just a ghost. Still keeping up, Sam? Me, I've been practicing going outside longer and farther each time. Thought I'd conquer my fears at one point, that I've been making deliveries like nobody's business before long. That's before I wandered into mule territory for the first time. I panicked and dropped damn near everything I was carrying. Guess it belongs to them now. Now that little hiccup aside, I've managed to put up a few signs and watchtowers and other stuff I figured guys like you might appreciate. So it's not like that it's all bad. I haven't met any other porters face to face yet, but I can tell they're liking what I've done. As in, they've given me likes. Oxy and smart drugs might help to level me out, but I tell you, when someone hits you with that like, it's a feeling like no other. That confirmation that you've made a positive difference in someone else's life, it's grand. Anyway, good luck with everything. Sending you love and likes. Okay. Now, you know what? Fuck this other. I'm not even gonna read this thing. Yeah. Dear Sam, sorry we had to go to the trouble chasing down that part for us, but believe me, you've done us a great service. Thanks to you, our Cairo printer is finally up and running. Didn't think it would ever happen, if I'm honest, but it did. And now we won't have to rely on porters as much as before. We can make a lot of what we require with our printer, and if we need intel in the outside world, it's right here at your fingertips. On behalf of myself and everybody here at the Distro Center, thanks. None of this would have been possible without you. Funny story, the other day I was using a network to read upon the word chiral and where it comes from. Turns out it's Greek, means hand. But you didn't know that, did you? The text went on about how your right hand is a mirror image of your left, but only if you put your palms together. And if you point them away and lay one hand on top of the other, well, that's chirality. damn, it's like God damn it. That caught me off guard. That's how I understood it anyhow. What's it got to do with the network? I'm not really sure. Something about routing communications to the beach, which is basically another world like ours, but not really. So when you force elements of the two into contact, that triggers a void out. Anyway, all I know is that while I hope you're doing what you do to bring us together, you'd best leave the dead out of it. You hear? Yeah, of course, man. Hey Sam, submitting my latest progress report. I know that Evil Devil utilizes the Kyber network to access the beach, but I don't understand how. I'm not sure anybody does, but whoever came up with the theory behind it is a bona fide genius. We can't reclaim the past we lost, but piecing it together from what's left is the next best thing. Must have took a really great mind to figure that out. You know what it reminds me of? Pictures, after all. Sorry? After all, what's a picture but a fragment? A two-dimensional snapshot of space and time? Not to mention the thoughts and feelings of whoever took it. A physical memory to match the ones in our heads. They say we've each got our own beach, and it's these beaches that we route the network through. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe there's more of us and our memories in beaches than we realize. But I'm just a layman when it comes to this stuff. If anything, you've got a better chance of understanding it. You're the one with dooms and all. What's that supposed to be? Hey Sam, did you hear? One of those porters I hooked up with, with hematic grenades to cut down a BT the other day. Oh, that's cool. There was a sharp drop in chiralium density that coincided with this report, so there's no denying he got the son of a bitch. And it's all thanks to you and the UCA. It's an exchange, joining up. We sacrificed a little privacy, share a little expertise, and you agreed to look out for us. Not a huge price to pay, but it's enough to help the cause. A tax, if we're being honest. We pay, we get protection. Contracts alone won't cut it. We're just free riders that way. Not giving up enough, not getting enough. And if you dodge your taxes, can't be surprised when there's nobody to look around for you. Quid pro quo, and all that. The info and tech I've received from Bridges might be enough for me to start producing hematic grenades in a bulk. If so, then who knows, maybe we can wipe out the current crop of BTs. Of course, there's the catch. Only your blood seems to work. Don't misunderstand. I'm not gonna ask you to bleed yourself dry. To be honest, I'm surprised we got as much as you from you as we did. It's like you're donating a pint every time you get a break. Well, it can't be easy, but we sure are grateful. Don't you forget it. Alright. Got all that mail. Alright, I need to do that. What the fuck do I have to do here? Alright. Alright, so alright, so what time is it? It's 2 in the morning. Goddamn. I'll say this has been a good session. Anyone live? Alright, I guess I'm gonna call it a night. Just gonna check on the BB and call it a night. That's adorable. What the fuck? fuck? What the fuck? What? What? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? That's not soothing the baby.
Boom.
The fuck? Oh my. That was disturbing. Well then. Okay. Okay, game. I see you. Alright. Hey Ndeku, how's it going? Wow, it's 2 in the morning. Shit. What should I do? I don't know what to do. I'm kinda tired, but I still feel good. And at the same time, decisions. I have school tomorrow and then stupid. Then no one's live I can raid. Alright, I guess I'll call it a night. See if I can get some reading done, because I haven't read in a bit, so might do that. Alright, anyways, let me put some music, might as well. Need more music. Alright. Let's just stare at America. Alright, anyways. Thank y'all for dropping by. This was an interesting stream. We spent an hour and 20 minutes just reading. I'm surprised some people stood here for this lore drop. Not fun to watch, but hopefully it was enjoyable. But yeah, thank y'all for coming by. You say good phonetic training, but I messed up literally every other word. So I posted my schedule on my Discord earlier today. So the plans for the rest of the week. Tomorrow might be Dragon Ball Fighters. Check out Broly, because he came out this week. And then on Friday, I have my noon and my night stream. So what I'm gonna try to do, if I'm not too busy, my noon stream will be Tales of Symphonia, but I might do a long session. So maybe, if I can, about 6 to 8 hours? Maybe. Then at night, it's a mystery game. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah. Anyway. Thank y'all for coming by. It means the world to me. And yeah. Just gonna... No raid. Just a host tonight. Anyway, yeah. Good night, everyone. I love every single one of you. Take care. I'll leave the music playing for a bit before I do a host. Good night.